Remember, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Except for herpes. That shall come back with you. The Hangover. The Hangover stars Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, and Zach Galifianakis, and is the story of four friends who go to Las Vegas for their friend Doug's bachelor party, and they get drunk only to wake up the next morning to find out that he can't be found. But you already know that, don't you? And the movie is one of my favorite comedies of all time. Seriously. And for a comedy to succeed, it needs to have great writing, and The Hangover certainly does. Not only are there so many memorable jokes and situations, but the story itself is very engaging and extremely well constructed. It's almost one of the first mystery comedy films that I remember, and it works so well because you're interested in the jokes, the characters, as well as the story. After having seen this film so many times that I remember most of the dialogue, I got to observe it from a filmmaking standpoint, and as a film itself, it's so brilliantly made and so brilliantly directed, which is one of the primary reasons that I love this film. There's a great look to the movie, there's some brilliant panoramic shots, and you really feel like you're a part of this adventure. The characters are all unique, well acted, and kind of have their own resolution by the end, and this group of characters, the Wolfpack, has kind of spawned a new generation of what groups are in comedy films nowadays. You know, you always have that one cool guy, the one sensible guy, and the one kind of awkward guy or girl. You know, you can take Bridesmaids for a reference. And, well, Bradley Cooper is, of course, the cool guy who handles the situation and holds the team together. Ed Helms is the sensible yet almost cowardly guy. But the scene stealers of the movie have to be Zach Galifianakis and Ken Jeong. Zach Galifianakis plays a almost socially awkward yet funny and daring character who has some of the best lines in the film. And before I talk about Ken Jeong's character Leslie Chow, I just forget about The Hangover Part 2 for a moment. Forget what you know about Chow from The Hangover Part 2, and just think about all you know of him from The Hangover Part 1. Are you done? Yeah, he's kind of a high-class, childish, yet sophisticated rich guy, and he's hilarious. And I particularly did not like the direction they took Chow's character in Hangover Part 2, making him just this party animal who's kind of on drugs. It kind of, you know, he lost a layer in terms of who he was. And I'm also putting a link below for how he improvises dialogue, and it's 8 minutes of improvised dialogue that did not make the final cut, unfortunately, but it is beyond hilarious. You have to check it out. Now, the story has brilliantly timed twists and turns, great pacing and editing, especially at that moment where it goes from day to night when they're driving into Vegas. But the main reason that I love this comedy is obviously because it is funny. Yeah, the number of dialogues that people recount day in and day out, the number of trends and other things that were generated thanks to this film is phenomenal. This has memorable characters who are all so different, and The Hangover, as I said, has spawned a new generation of comedy. I think it's more than just a movie with good jokes. It's a well-made and well-directed film, and my favorite scene has to be the blackjack scene in the movie. The film, of course, earns itself a high 9 out of 10. My review for The Hangover Part 2 will be up soon, and my review for The Hangover Part 3 will be the opening for Season 3 next month. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. And you gotta subscribe to MrFilmJack right after you suck on these Chinese nuts! Ah, it's funny 'cause he's fat. Quid pro quo. Douchebag.